All right. Are we live?
Are we live?
Are we in? Are we? Well, you know, they can hear us through this mic.
Casey, are we live?
Casey, you muted. Are we live? Do you have me muted? Yes.
Oh,
Casey,
I
are we
have it
live?
muted.
We can hear you now. Whenever you unmute.
We'll go Liam.
Sorry, I'll be here. Are we here alone? Hoping we aren't live. I now have the sound. Assuming you're even talking to us. He's not talking to us. Oh no, we're just here. And by we, I mean me. I'm just here. Andrew's gone for the time being. Oh well, we're just here. We're here. We're happy. We're existing. He's back. He's not back. Coming back any second now. There he is. Headphones. Let's re-full screen. Let's re-full screen it before we forget.
Oh, where? You do it.
We are all of the pixels.
I swear to God.
No, that's just on our end. That's just because your Wi-Fi.
They cannot see us. Okay, they can't see us out there. So.
Yeah, fine. We're fine.
Oh man. Okay. What can we do better?
I don't know. I think we did okay. Probably need to do a better job of getting back to the game whenever we're off the game.
That's true. We need to be planning ahead.
Yeah. Because there was the point at which I was trying to say, do you think Ganondorf jumps a few tiers up on the tier list on Wi-Fi? And then Connor got comboed to 75. And I realized Connor got comboed to 75. I was like, you know what, going back to the game. Focusing back in. We are I'm gonna, just in case.
Good call.
Because we are just pixels.
You put us back. It'll work.
It's fine. Oh no, they need to full screen it. Whenever you get a chance, Casey, you gotta full screen it. You should be able to hear it. It's on game. It's been turned all the way up. There you go.
Sugar.
Yes.
Yum.
I have my caffeine. Should I have to write an essay after this?
This would be a sponsor. This would be a sponsor.
Would it? It would be a sponsor. If we got it. I don't know if it would be a sponsor.
I want the Red Bull. I really want the Red Bull.
It's like, I won't mind Red Bull, but I don't want to drink Red Bull.
I've never had a Monster, and by the mere exposure effect, that means I would not want one.
Fair enough. I just haven't tried Red Bull.
It's annoying how you can be completely aware that you're being affected by something like that, and it's still, sucks. It's weird.
Look, I just haven't tried. Did we unironically have Tiger Woods here for a minute, or is it just the cutout? I think it's just the cutout. My best guess is so we have Tiger Woods up on the wall for the student life people, right? I think it's the meme with the cutout.
Probably.
That's my best guess. I don't think he came here. You never know.
What's your favorite letter, Philip?
I don't know.
We should talk about that on screen.
7.
7 is your favorite letter?
Yep. 7, 8, 9, you know?
That's not a letter.
Depending on how much math you do. you know 7 equals x?
7 is not a variable.
But it can stand for variable.
No. It's,
A variable
if you do
can
that,
stand
that's
for,
cringe.
a variable can stand for it. So who's to say that A isn't 7? Where's your proof?
Where's your proof? I'm taking a class on proofs right now. I should be able to disprove you by contradiction or contrapositive or induction.
Mm-hmm.
Direct.
Yeah.
I test on Thursday for it. I'm not ready.
I believe in you. I know proofs are going to be the one unit that every single math teacher looks at the class and be like, all right, none of us are going to like this, including me. None of us.
I'm going to make it fun.
It still doesn't matter. You're not going to like it. Even if it's fun. Something can be fun and you still dislike it. It's like how the League players play League. Because you can't tell me they don't have fun playing that game. They just hate it for some reason. Or at least they claim to hate it.
No.
It's like people when they're playing Overwatch sometimes. Or like, well, specifically John when he's playing Overwatch. Or most of the Overwatch community during Double Shield. And as we all still continue to give Blizzard money and play their game. I really hope we haven't been put live and they just didn't tell us.
If so.
If this appears on the blooper reel, we know. I'm just going to be staring at Casey through the camera now.
Philip, what's the meaning of life?
Don't die.
Top 10 ECAC blooper reels. Number 7. Don't die.
I feel
During
like,
a normal ECAC stream.
I feel like that's like a general. Look, if nothing else can be said, most organisms, their goal is to not die. We are put on this earth and we evolve with the hope of not dying. Being fully well aware that we are going to die.
I mean, octopi kill themselves to have babies.
Well, they rip off part of them. Occasionally speaking, and I can't see. I really hope we're not live. I'm not gonna say.
There's like I watched a documentary.
Yeah, no, so the female will kill. Yeah. And same thing with like grasshoppers. The one that's not grasshoppers. Praying mantis are the ones that just accept it.
Yeah.
If the female is feeling hungry after the everything, she just sometimes eats the head of the male, and they've just come to accept that. However, octopi have gotten to the point where we're on the starting student screen. I'm gonna stop. Hello, and we may be back.
If we are back, hello. If not, I'm sorry.
If we are back, also we apologize.
If we are back, I'm sorry.
We apologize for whatever conversation we were in the middle of. Do we have confirmation coming from Casey? Do you want to give us something?
He's not saying. You also put the thing.
No, it's on game chat. It's all I made sure it's going to game.
I can't hear anything from Casey.
Casey sent us a thing in the chat if we're back. Do we exist? Are we here? Send it in the. Oh god.
This is ground control to me, just Casey. We're being weird. Please tell us. Are we live?
We don't know what's going on. I don't know the rest of the song, else I would have continued it.
It's kind of sad.
I don't know. It's been. I've heard it like twice.
He like dies.
Yeah,
man like dies or something. I think.
No, something. It's all up to interpretation, you know. We had a whole thing on the media censorship in my media censorship class. Who would have thunk about specifically indie rock music? It's like Twisted Sister and stuff, and how they like called up the lead singer of Twisted Sister because they thought he'd be an easy target, and they were so not prepared. Like the other side was so obviously not prepared in the courtroom.
For what?
For the lead singer of Twisted Sister to actually understand what he was talking about and be able to intellectually challenge them is the best way I can put it.
Challenge who?
It was like Tudor Dixon. all the way back when she like made an attack on like rock music a while back, which is where the parental advisory content warning came from, and that's why that's there on music now. I think that's at least I was building a magic deck during class. I'm not gonna lie, but I got the gist of it.
It's 9:30.
It is 9:30. I can only.
So there was a court case of like angry parents got mad.
Yeah.
And were like trying to kill all
No,
the
it was
rock.
just Tudor Dixon. Tudor Dixon was the one that was angry, and that was it. No one else really cared at the start of it until she started like pointing out at Snoop Dogg and spoke something on it at one point. She came after music as a whole, just music censorship in general.
Oh, the censorship of music.
Or well, she wanted it to be censored,
yes.
or like at least warned. Is he sending me a snap? He's sending me a snap. Have we been live? Have we just been talking? Is this all recorded?
Really funny.
I think this is all recorded, judging from the fact we're now on the Stardies and calendar pick screen. But my phone was not the right one to send this to, Casey. Opponents have joined. All right, I can only assume
live, Casey?
We're probably live. All right, welcome back if we are indeed back. If not, I guess we're going to be doing the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the very official Saginaw Valley stream.
Yep,
Week 3, this is the B team match versus CUW. I don't know what that stands for. Cool. Looks like the first stage will be Battlefield. I had a lot of sugar.
I think we're sending Peyton in first, but also it could be John.
It also could be Dre, and we might even see Zach.
We did see the DK profile pick. We might get a Monkey Monday. It is. He gets a power. DK gets a power boost on Mondays.
It is Monkey Monday, ladies and gentlemen. We have a certified Monkey Monday moment. And
we do have Peyton going in. DK thankfully does not have Ding Dong until the 60 in this game, but he still have
you can still have that.
It still works on a small battlefield.
Speaking of damage, Sora getting in with a little bit there.
The DK just decided to call out the fact that Sora's been matching on a shield and upbeat. It has a good enough amount of armor trying to get the spike.
Fun fact, Donkey Kong has the most spikes out of anyone in the game with 4. 4 of his moves send you right down to the blast zone.
Count 5, I can get down to
No. We don't.
But could we?
No. There's a tip. That is, Donkey Kong has 4 major spikes.
Fair enough. Smash has spoken.
Smash, although, since when has Smash ever been correct about?
Never.
You know what? Moving on.
Back to the match.
Speaking of swings.
Sora's a kill percent, and meanwhile, that's going to be the DK patented cargo throwing. Who cares what you're doing? You're past 100.
He has some. Oh my gosh, this Donkey Kong has got on this move. He's powered up. It is, in fact, Monday.
He's using full advantage of that one day of the week.
Donkey Kong actually, like, they have a built-in patch, like the code. He has a 40% chance of losing 1 startup frame from all his moves.
He's just young, gains a point, 1.2% damage multiplier on Mondays.
That might be extreme.
They give him back the free-for-all damage.
Oh no.
Wait,
free-for-all, you take
it's either free-for-all, okay, yeah.
There's a 1v1 multiplier of 1.2.
They do it again. He got a second 1v1
he
multiplier.
He has 1.2 times 1.2.
The other player is now on free-for-all damage. If they are going against the monkey.
8 stocks to 8.
However, now Peyton has to regrab. The monkey does try to get the down smash, but it's barely spaced out the DK. Donkey Kong.
Both really trying to find the swings. Seems a little bit nervous here. Donkey Kong needs to find this kill. He has a lot of kills, moves that can do it. Back air could be really good. He's going to go for the spike. Yep, looks like he's trying to find his back air. Does he punish the regrab? Tries, but online makes everything hard.
Very nice recovery. Not going to the ledge, actually.
That's a back air.
And now it's going to be DK off the stage. Trying to call out.
Waiting it out. Back throw will take it.
Okay, we're making a tally. Second throw kill. How many do we get?
That's 2. He's taking no more. Risky voice taking this game. So
I just, in general, the entire setup, keep count of throw kills.
4.
Entire match. What, did Peyton also kill?
No.
Oh, you're just saying we're going to be seeing the DK again, so that's going to be at least 1. So I guess.
And we're going to be seeing him for the next game. takes a disgusting stock at 50 off of Risky Boy, finding the forward air spike. That'll take it.
If this was Tuesday, that wouldn't have killed.
If this,
Wasn't even connected.
we should try to bring it back. Like, try to cast instead of being, you know, not intelligent.
Casting.
This is official casting.
That it is.
You can tell because I have an official caster's voice.
Yes. Meanwhile, I'll be here with a voice that's barely being picked up by the microphone.
We could turn up the sensitivity.
We could, but it's being picked up.
It is technically, you can hear Philip, my co-caster, here.
I'm somewhere. If you hear like a low hum in the undertone, that's me.
Yeah. Well, first match there we see. Second heavy going absolutely bananas, if I might say, for the night. We saw the C team match. We saw the Ganondorf. Now we got the DK. I need more sugar, as it would seem.
I can offer you caffeine, but no, I don't think that will work.
I have some left. We're fine. I might
have to disappear on me halfway through. We're gonna be seeing the Town and City Band doesn't really want the large stage off the top. Small. Why? I question the small battlefield.
I question.
But Yoshi's story is fair enough.
Monkey does not want big stages. Monkey would
he
probably
left Kalos open.
He would assumedly want to be close range.
Also, it's just nothing he does is going to kill him on Kalos. Because he can't kill off the top anymore. He can kill off the sides, but anyone can kill off the sides. Like the best thing he's got is like up B at the ledge.
It's gonna be interesting.
That it is.
Because online has a little bit more lag, the normal weakness of being able to react and get out of the way of a heavy's slow moves kind of goes away. Because you can't react as fast with the extra input delay, heavies kind of get a little bit of a buff in the fact that their big weakness of their moves taking a long time to come out gets mitigated a little bit. Not completely, but it at least makes it easier to hit your slow moves. And in that regard, some of your combos that are really tight and technical can get a lot harder for like characters that are faster and take more time to react and stuff, or they have to react to what the opponent does and how they try to get out of the combo. Those get somewhat of a nerf. So heavies actually are a little bit more viable online. Some actually being pretty good. DDD, King DDD, the big penguin man himself, is actually, I would say, like high tier online. Honestly,
I give him high mid tier because it's still the penguin. I also give a quick salute to Kendrick, knowing he plays every show though.
Kendrick,
and then Kazuya picking up the one he doesn't play.
Yep,
we have all of the problems online here. And well, at least on the A team, we've got both of the sides because we have. We are going to be going back to the match because that's the thing we're doing here. We are going back to PS2, and by back I mean we're going to PS2. A pretty, DK likes platforms. He's got some platforms. Got some, reasonably sized blast zones. Unlike some stages when looking at you, Smashville.
Yoshi story.
Yeah, there's a few.
There's a couple of weird ones. Again, there's kind of two philosophies. You could say, he doesn't have much range, so he wants to be close, or he wants a big stage so he can live even longer.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter what stage he's on, because we're probably going to be seeing about 3 hours of worth of cutscenes.
Oh, it's a good time. Last of Us?
Oh, no, I think there's literally just a game of 3 hours.
Oh, that's funny.
I think we might have been a flash game. Last of Us is like 12 hours.
We're going to see Falco has the projectile, and that is going to be a big thing that he can play for to try to keep Donkey Kong in a weird spot where he has to approach. We'll definitely see. This is definitely a combo character. Falco has the very long strings of combos where he takes you on just a ride. Could have gone for another down there. Might not have killed.
I feel like apparently he had the read.
We're going to see so far not taking any damage. Just taking this monkey to Clown Town.
It hasn't been a cutscene yet.
Oh, what an F smash! Oh my god.
Okay, we found out today. Apparently, Bird beats Monkey.
Bird beats Monkey. We've seen this is the scissors to Donkey Kong's paper. Going for the forward air. Oh my gosh, I predict some spikes here.
Are we sure Donkey Kong isn't rock?
Yeah, but that's definitely safe.
I guess we're just going in reverse. We've got some strong scissors with like a brutal rock.
Yeah, it's like shale.
He's got like...
Oh, that will kill all the way from across stage. A giant punch. He's kind of like glowing a little bit and smoking. You can tell he's charged up his big neutral B punch. Just so.
The one thing I can say, you notice how DK looks very happy in his whenever he the DK just approached with every single back from the book. Meanwhile, Cataclysm realizing DK was a bit too far back for that SVSU to actually hit. One thing about Donkey Kong in this game, he gets angry when he hits.
He does.
Look at that face. That's all he needs to move those 2 tier spots from that. However, he's looking for the ding dong. It does not work on the stage. And he not banned small battlefield, maybe. Calls out the air dodge though.
Huge up smash there, and kind of a huge comeback. He was really far down, but finding the stocks that he need. Cataclysm's gonna have to find his groove again, which immediately gets right back into it. Getting a whole bunch of shots. He's going to have very little left in him. Just find the Giant Punch to kind of break up the sequence. Get about 30 damage, 35 damage. Oh, the spike, and there it is! There it is, oh man. 1 stock. This monkey has taken 6.
All I'm saying, if we caught him on a Tuesday.
If it was a Tuesday,
if our games were played on Tuesdays.
However, we do have to have the Monkey Monday buff. It's not like it was a bad game, and it's not like Cataclysm played poorly. Cataclysm seemed to have a strong grasp on the match for about 60% of it. So Donkey Kong just steals.
Here's the thing of the DK Falco matchup. Yes, DK, once again, a character who struggles to land against literally anyone, which is also why DK Dittos are a very volatile matchup, because DK also is very good at juggling. However, Falco, a character with a very linear recovery of about 3 angles, once again, like a 90-degree angle alone that they can recover from unless they go super high. And then you're probably just getting up aired or juggled. DK is just one of the characters that sort of just punishes everything. Like Andrew said, like Aquatic said, there's 4 spikes. They cover most things.
It's huge. He has big arms and can kind of cover everything. Very brutal to try to get back from, especially when you have to charge with the fiery up B. You sit there for a second and then shoot up or down or to the side.
More than enough time.
More than enough time for the Donkey Kong to kind of line up his attack. We're going to see. Again, great match from both sides. We're gonna see what they try to counterpick with here. Got 1 left for Saginaw Valley.
Is the DK going to once again ban small battlefield?
I would be remiss. I'd be almost upset if he did.
Also, we don't have a throw kill from the match. Falco being a bit not really having any kill throws, and DK not having much chance to catch the Falco and shield.
Falco has a pseudo kill confirm off of up throw. Kind of depends.
Yes, and then back throw if you're really DIing that thing wrong.
Yeah.
If
DI that down.
If you somehow DI out and think you're gonna miss the lasers, it's not gonna happen. It's not how that works.
It's down.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
down.
you DI down.
I was saying if you do DI out, that's not.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Because then it kills early.
Yeah.
But I have very fond memories in Brawl of playing a walk-off stage and just back throwing at 0.
I have fond memories of Brawl of watching people play on Rainbow Cruise.
Rainbow Cruise.
That was legal then.
That was, oh man, how far we've come. How far we've come.
Well, Pokemon Stadium was legal in Melee.
Was it?
It was.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. How did I forget that? Jeez.
We had the pit with Pikachu. Because his jab just didn't end. We had the pit with most characters, actually. The issue becomes you couldn't actually SDI out of Pikachu's jab in that pit. You could SDI up out of other characters' jab. Because Pikachu's jab isn't fast enough to let you SDI up. But also, it doesn't let you get a move out. So you're just stuck there. We do, however, have the bans going out. We are
confirmed up smash.
Anyways, going away from Melee as we're Ultimate players, we're going back to Battlefield. Actually, no, we have been on Battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have this first game.
Nope.
No, you're gaslighting me. Sorry.
Second match here on Battlefield. We got the sad boy Bowser. A couple of big boys.
Let's see if he's going to be a happy boy. He's an angry boy right now. He's got a many. John probably has the right controls this time. I'm going to laugh at him if he doesn't.
If he doesn't, we're going to make fun of him.
There we are. He has a grounded up B, so I can only assume yes.
Yup, good man. Both heavies, I don't know what you say. Both of these are, it's just kind of who's going to land their stuff. Who's going to get the better call out, the better read.
160. For kill percent. Do we count Bowser's side B as a grab? Grab kill here.
Yeah.
It's a command grab, technically speaking. Unless he just randomly gets down there.
I give you half.
So we count halves now, alright.
Yeah. Almost finding the top smash. Yeah. Donkey Kong will die from most things at this point.
Almost. That was a very good recovery from the
that was like it was one of the chunky Kong recovery. Yeah.
Sad boy deciding to find all of his FTL weapons. Coming out of shield, coming out to sort of challenge the ECAC, just standing there. Him smash because just saying I will not be worried about this fire, and now he will be throwing out his own FP. Both of these are
Sir, you messed up the players.
Well, no, they're both goals.
No.
Because Bowser speeds.
No, you're being too funny. God, no, this is very
John's funny, man. He'd appreciate it.
All of the damage, these up airs are absolutely slaughtering.
The scariest part about not killing a heavy early is that now they're sitting at rage, so that means they'll be killing you earlier.
Well, fun fact, characters do more damage when they have more percent, just a little bit. So with the heavy, some extra rage.
A good bit more, they actually it's not a good bit of kill smash. They have a small bit more knockback. Rage in Smash 4 was horrifying. Lucario back air killed it like 40. Yeah. That wasn't even from ledge.
Oh gosh.
It was like in between center stage and ledge, it killed the 40.
Like quarter stage maybe?
Yeah. Like in between the center stage and ledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call it quarter stage.
Fair enough.
Probably dumb. How?
It's somewhere along there.
That's about right. How?
A roll's distance from the ledge, we'll put it that way.
We'll say. Well, Concordia up 6-2 in the set. Saginaw in a rough spot, though Sad Boy has been known to just put the team on his back and say no. Yes, we're winning.
They'll become one of the spikes, it's fine.
We'll see. I expect at least one F smash.
A little bit more weight isn't going to hurt. I expect a shield break.
Yeah, we're going to see a shield break.
A little bit more weight on Bowser. It's going to help him. He's going to die so later.
I can definitely see that. I'm intrigued by some of these bans.
He does not like Gallows. He knows he'll die early on Yoshi's. FD, I can't tell you.
Yeah, but the triplat.
Yeah, but somehow it never works out for him. I don't know how. It just somehow never works out for him. Battlefield is his triplat.
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
It also could be that he just plays against me mostly, and then Yoshi's is one of my stages.
It could be. There's a whole lot to be said about, this stage might be better for a character, but if you're not used to playing on it, comfort is a big thing. Just how everything kind of moves, how it kind of feels to play. There's something about playing for comfort, and it's definitely something what Sad Boy is going to be doing here.
It's like, I don't care if you're Jigglypuff. Up air went mistech on platform, rest kills at 50 on small battlefield. If you don't like small battlefield, it's not going to work out for you.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're going to be seeing what Concordia throws in next here.
I'm going to hope that Hollow Bastion.
There we go.
Close center platform, that means they're going to have a hard time getting in on the Bowser. But we also don't know what they have. They might not even need to get in.
Could be something a little bit more campy. Now, Bowser is relatively quick. He falls pretty fast, and he has a pretty high jump, so he can kind of shift around a little bit more against projectiles, but he definitely has a camp out.
If we have a Mewtwo going in, very light character, tail hit bots, I'm going to probably see an F tilt catching the tail at ledge. We're going to be in pain.
Yeah.
But also, Bowser, if anyone remembers his melee run animation, he literally is just a car. He's scooping along the ground. He moves like he's a car in this game.
He's a car, and hits like a truck, for sure.
He's Optimus Prime, more than meets the eye.
We're gonna see.
Robots in disguise.
This is gonna be a little bit of an interesting matchup. Mewtwo, always kind of a weird character, kind of a hybrid between a bunch of different things.
The tail was already going through. Bowser was indeed past the Mewtwo. Smash does not care.
Trying to find any hits here, lots of damage coming out, but again, Bowser is the heaviest character in the game, so can survive some pretty big hits. Finding the side B onto the platform there will even up the percent, but again, percent matters a little bit less. Bowser can take more, so he's going to have to subtract a little bit, considering how close the match is.
Both of these players, however, now know a general idea of what the other might try and do off ledge. A feed to center stage next time. Just like we might be seeing drop kick out. You're correct.
It's definitely not a matchup. Like, Mewtwo can't precisely camp out.
The tail almost got it.
Yeah. Oh man. Unlike a lot of other characters who have range moves like that, you can actually hit Mewtwo's tail.
He's honestly just fiending for it. He's standing at center stage. He knows the Mewtwo wants to up be there.
He really wants it.
No one was expecting that up air, to be entirely honest.
One forward or back or up air will take it for Bowser.
Or Bowser will take an up throw.
Up throw on flat will take the first stop.
somehow it didn't come. Oh, it almost came from the Bowser. I spoke too soon.
Find the Sunny. Come on. And that early damage.
And now the Luchador jab. That's almost going to be it. Had it hit the platform, maybe, but he still had jab on the side. That was not a teabag. That was indeed him trying to input a down smash.
This is kind of an interesting how we're going to go about this here. Bowser, as we can see, kind of playing around Mewtwo a little bit. Mewtwo has a lot faster moves, so he can kind of throw them out and stop Bowser from doing what he wants to do. So he has to take a little bit more time. You can see him trying to look for a bit of more of an opening, jumping around, as opposed to just pressing buttons. So as soon as I say that, it's a hard call out.
However, one thing that John is doing, he's playing a bit. He seems to be like more so trying to force out some of the approaches, because I don't think I've seen him up yet.
No, I haven't. I've seen a lot of pressure from him.
However, that platform barely saved the Mewtwo's life. The cat will live another day.
Maybe not for much longer. Sad Boy looking for that side B, not quite finding it, as the F smash will take that first set. 45, Saginaw Valley 0.
Double.
Interesting stuff from Concordia so far. Saw the Mewtwo and as well that Donkey Kong going huge at the start. Definitely winnable for Saginaw. They just have to shut down what's going on. Like, they all played well against him. It was just about taking stocks. Both of Saginaw's first two players almost had the second stock off of the DK, but barely only managing to take one. If they can get two, then if they can only lose maybe 4 stocks and take all 3 of Donkey Kong's, they'll be in a pretty good spot.
I believe they'll be able to beat the DK. It's just monkey. It's online monkey stuff. That's
online monkey.
It's online monkey shenanigans is the best way to put it. Because like honestly, it happens.
Yeah.
As me, it happens to you. It's like online just takes away our brain cells sometimes.
That is how it tends to go. That's how it tends. Players might be switching around who they're throwing in, so we'll probably take a little bit second here. We'll take a very, very brief intermission and be back in just a second. Give the players some time to figure out what they're going to do. So we'll be back in just a moment.
All right, and we will be back now with game 2 of SVSU versus... We still never got their actual team name. No Concordia. It's in the bottom. We have once again a ban on all of the Animal Crossing stages and getting rid of the FD, meaning the DK is most likely going back in. Quadic will be here to join me shortly as we hear the sights and sounds of student life outside. And we'll be going back to PS2. It is indeed SVSU picking the PS2 stage, I believe, because we are doing loser bans. So that means SVSU will ban one stage, Concordia will then ban 2 stages, and then SVSU gets picked from the remaining 2 stages. So we'll be going to PS2, trying not to give the DK the top platform. And past this, we'll have to see what's going in, assuming they are throwing the DK. There he is.
Hello, hello.
Second match of the night here.
That we are. We are on to PS2. It'll be an interesting match. Not giving DK the top platform, not giving him the close size. We are going to see Sephiroth versus Joker. We're not expecting this one.
Different. I'm wondering maybe this is his secondary. Or if he's just feeling a little bit more comfortable against these. Oh, yeah, that's right. It could be different.
However, we are seeing some very good, fun movement from both these characters. Both these DLC characters being rather fast, tall. I was not expecting the Joker to do. I'm not gonna
Joker going absolutely fast here. This is definitely a heck of a matchup. Sephiroth does have the range. The Joker's so fast, and he crouches low to the ground when he runs, making it very difficult for Sephiroth to use his air attacks on him.
However, honestly, if Sephiroth just keeps spacing out with that F tilt, he doesn't need the air attacks.
Very true.
He'll be sending out a nuke, he's trying to call out. I don't know what he's trying to call out, I'll be entirely honest. The gun's barely missing. Fun fact, you can indeed... Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, beautiful stuff from Cataclysm.
You can indeed trade to... contrary to popular opinion, you can trade the first hit of Sephiroth up B, and then he just sort of loses it if he's got a charge.
Oh, thank you. I needed to know that. Trying to find some damage here. Double W.
Get him more.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Meanwhile, just basically getting our send back.
Joker counter, instead of like doing damage, usually fills up his Arsene meter.
It's a very small amount.
It does a tiny. If you're close and right next to him, he'll bonk you. But...
However, okay,
Holy
apparently it was
cow.
still active. Somehow.
He can just hold it. He can keep holding it.
I saw the let go animation.
I guess. Huh.
However, the sour spot jams, I hope to never see that hitbox again.
That was disgusting. Unfortunately, the gun putting him in a little bit too much lag for Cataclysm to get back.
I believe he also doesn't have a kill.
Oh, that might have done it. That might have done it.
Because he got caught by the downstairs.
Well,
Cataclysm being, I think, literally our most patient player with the patches leading up a very close second, if not even.
I'd have to wait.
I know for a fact I don't have patience for most of this. I'd be walking straight into the sword and not brain off. Anyways, we're going to be seeing the side becoming up once again. It's going to be Orb. Once they rotate around you twice, they will go off. Cataclysm has that timing down. We're going to be seeing Arsene right back, the older brother.
Pretty much. Joker's whole kind of shtick is he is a little bit weaker without Arsene, but once he fills up his meter by either doing damage, taking damage, or using his counter, he gets the Arsene, the little ghost behind him, which powers up all of his moves and gives a few some different properties as well.
And honestly, we'd have no problem with the mechanic if only Joker was actually weak without Arsene.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Even without the DLC mechanic, the DLC character, he is still a high tier.
Pretty much. He's still a good character. It's crazy.
Move the movement he has. Move the options.
He's a very quick. Obviously, fighting game, who doesn't want to be able to move around? Oh, of course, he's very useful. Oh, finding that counter, getting Arsene back. I think that's like the 4th Arsene we've seen in his stock and a half.
Arsene's gonna get tired of coming out at this rate. It's like, okay, look, do you need me now? Do you need me here or not? Let me know.
He just, man wants to stay out.
Okay, I feel like he's gonna be called in for that. Like, yep, there's the back air right there. Looking for the kill off it. It will indeed kill from that platform at 95.
Arsene back here is just so strong.
Stalling out a small bit over there. Sephiroth looking for an F-tilt, trying to get a cover. Won't be killing him, it's not sweet spot.
Although that only another one of those will take it, trying to find some back airs.
Back air
barely hitting in there.
I'm surprised that sweet spot is entirely honest with you.
Concordia in a tough spot. Anything can do it.
Android even so Snake can't have a gun, but meanwhile a teenage boy in high school can.
Yep. That's crazy. Welcome.
I guess also, to be fair, Brawl was made in the movie. It was a while ago.
It was a bit.
So Sephiroth sort of having to stop and figure out how he's getting in, and realizing he doesn't need to approach the Joker. And also, that's slightly unfortunate. Another thing about Sephiroth, there is about 2 frames in between his counter being a counter and then activating the hitbox on it.
Interesting. Huh.
I don't ask me why I know the Jank of this matchup, but I know the Jank of this matchup.
I guess he played it before. In a game with so many characters, unlike a couple of other fighting games that might only have either a dozen or maybe 3 dozen at most, Smash has like 84 characters. So there's a lot more to learn, and knowing how to fight a character is a lot, especially a character that doesn't get played often. You can kind of just win if the other person doesn't know what the character does.
Yeah, they're deciding to like counting PTs.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They have 3.
Pretty much. So, Pokemon trainer gets to play 3 different characters.
But also that means you have to learn 3 different characters.
That's true. Or I mean, you could just play some.
Like generally. So, it froze on us. What happened?
We had a little bit of a freeze, didn't get to see what happened. But looks like something still similar.
Sephiroth does have his thing now, I believe. Actually jump and also just make a small bit of damage. No one knows why when it goes or why, but there's a whole lot of mechanics.
There's a yep.
There's a whole lot of math to go with that. With the forward air, we have punish the charge down smash, leaving for the counter parries most of it, but also there's way too many hits in there. The counter is still being active for some reason. We last hit Sephiroth saving it, let Joker live down smash, barely loses the grab.
Trying to find the back here. Both these characters scrambling for a kill. You can see them trying to throw out anything that's going to kill. You see backers from Sephiroth, pretty much everything from Joker, just putting disadvantage. Doesn't necessarily have anything that can kill. The up close range up tilt will finally take it. Just not finding the hit that he needed.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Knowing Sephiroth, I thought that might sour spot somehow.
To
I
be
wouldn't
fair,
put it past this character.
Sephiroth has some weird mechanics, some weird hitboxes.
Some weird scoops.
Weird
the amount of Octa slashes people fall out of.
Oh man, jeez.
It doesn't. Let's say it doesn't hit 8 all the time. It might be like 1 to 6 occasionally.
A little bit interesting. Some like sword characters, in compensation for not having range, a lot of brawling characters, things that are very close range, will have extra hitboxes throughout their body, so that even if you miss like your punch, if you might still hit them with your shoulder, whilst sword characters like Sephiroth kind of lose out on that. It's really just the sword that has the hitbox.
So they definitely could have been a small bit more generous on some of those multi-hits of Octa Slash.
They definitely could. Yeah, absolutely. Although some moves, like upward stabs especially, would be pretty useless if they didn't have something on the ground in front of them, as we saw there. A.k.a. Hero Up Smash.
Yep.
Yeah, does not have that scoop. And only hits the air, which not very good.
And then we have things like Martha Lucina or like Falcon that will just scoop you from about half a character length away. If not a character length away. Meanwhile, Andrew's smiling because he knows. And also, fun fact, crouch canceling does not work in Falcon Up Smash or any Up Smash that like scoops with a secondary hitbox, because you are no longer on the ground when the actual hitbox hits you.
Oh, I didn't even think. I'm a Captain Falcon player, guilty of Up Smash jank.
Hence why I was like confused for a bit when I died at 80 when I was crouching. And then I remember, I'm no longer on the ground, technically. Like, I expect to die at 80 from an up smash from Kirby, but also, I didn't expect to die at 80 from the up smash.
Yeah, thing's brutal. Well.
Fun fact. Fully charged Sephiroth down smash. Once again, more Sephiroth jank. I apologize, but it does less damage than an uncharged Captain Falcon up smash.
Well,
meanwhile,
depends
we'll
on
be
the
seeing the town.
It depends on the hitbox.
If it's sweet spots, it does less damage than uncharged Falcon up smash.
Well,
meanwhile,
Falcon up smash, if you hit both sour spots, only does like what?
We're assuming sweet spots on both. It does.
Oh
less
yeah,
damage.
then that does like 40.
Yeah, he gets like 30. Anyways, we'll be seeing. I think it's a small battle. No, not battlefield. What's there? Smashville?
Oh dear. I guess we'll see in just a second. Got the Pokemon trainer out here.
PS2. He's got the home field advantage. Oh no, run! Why'd you let him come here? Look what you've done.
Only have one more stock left to take to even an upward ski boy. I believe in him. He's got this.
How does Squirrel grab anything? I can't tell him right. He'll leave his mouth. I was like looking at his little hands. I was like, he can't grab. He's gonna have a thumb. He has a
We
thumb.
should check his grab range. It's probably
Somehow it's large. It's bright. You know, it's definitely loud. Cloud grab range. It looks like it's not that bad, you know. And even if it is, it's fast. That's all it needs. Side B apparently not only flanking with the down throw, but also then just going through it. A lot of little things.
A little bit of damage here, though. Squirtle very light. You can switch to something heavier, but Squirtle is very quick and try to get around the sword attacks by being so small and so fast.
That's the one good thing about a small character in such a rough matchup. Even though you are light, it's going to be slightly annoying for them to hit you with their sword unless they just start throwing kills out. However, this is now kill percent. Peyton realizing that immediately swaps. Yeah, what's he reading?
Ivysaur, I'm trying to hit the ghosts. Ivysaur does have a little bit more range. Doesn't quite outrange that though.
Immediately swapping the Charizard, but we're just going to see the random side B. Back throw, probably looking for a back arrow here, or just trying to read it down.
Goes for the nair. Send him off a little bit.
Still reading it back. There goes the back arrow, pretty low. And there's the side B.
Beautiful side B there from Risky Boy, taking that stock. Now, Concordia, if you remember, if you heard the last match, Saginaw has to stay on the Pokemon player, has to stay the same person playing the same character, so Concordia will be able to plan around it, but it is even in stock, so there's definitely pretty even. Not in the information game, but pretty even.
Yeah, the only real thing is they also learned, because it is PT, he was barely on any of those characters. They know he can sort of combo a Squirtle. They know the turtle can play neutral. And they are now aware of the Randy side B, but no one's ready for that on Wi-Fi. Yeah. And even if you are, you're probably dying for it. Never mind, but no one's ready for it the first time. We're going to see the we've already used our.
You never see it coming.
Look, no one's ready for the first time, but because they're ready for they're not ready for the first time.
We should move on.
Probably.
We should move on. Bands here: Smashville, Kalos, and Yoshi Story.
They just don't like Yoshi. I feel like Gabe and I have made them dislike Yoshis.
Yoshi Story is a very polarizing stage. One, it's the only stage that has any sort of slant where the ground isn't level. It's level for most of it, and then on the side it's kind of tilted.
Hands to Lilat sitting in the distance.
Lilat no longer exists. We don't talk about Lilat, Philip. We don't talk about Lilat.
There'll be no more Lilat here.
7-foot frame.
There'll be no more down airing throughout all of the stage.
Yep. Yoshi Story also very tall blast zone. If you kill off the top, you don't want to go to Yoshi Stories, but the sides, it's very skinny. So the stage itself is relatively small. It does have the slants, and the blast zones, or how far you have to go before you get hit off, are pretty close. So if you kill off the side, you can get some very early kills. It's not WarioWare, but
one thing about the top blast zones, it is technically one of the tallest blast zones are here, second only to, I believe, Kalos. But because of how tall the platforms are on Yoshi's, if you have any character that likes to ladder combo, pans to Mario and Gabe sitting somewhere in his dorm, it kills. It kills.
The platforms are tall.
Because you have the platforms to reset your jump, so you keep getting to the ladder, it just kills.
Small battlefield will be the stage here, usually for close range, brawly kind of characters. Things I like to be more up close and personal, so we'll probably see somebody like that.
Yep, they have their own Joker.
They do have a Joker.
Can't you see it, I believe?
Not quite sure.
I just see McDonald's.
I call it the I call it. Yeah, that is.
We'll start however by shooting the turtle straight in the face. Meanwhile, Peyton not really liking that, retaliating with the trick. And trick the first time, time to the second time. That was F tilt.
Yeah, F tilt is fast. Down tilt is well.
That was F tilt.
Yeah, Squirtle's F tilt is the quick one. It is down tilt.
Down tilt look like?
You've never seen it because it's bad.
Fair enough.
Yup, it's really. It's like Bowser. You don't use that down tilt.
You did it. Meanwhile, the Squirtle, speaking of how light the turtle was, dies at, I think, 70.
Oh, but speaking of kills, though, when you play Ivysaur, you get kills at 70. So that it kind of balances out a little bit.
Honestly, I didn't even know which way you were going off that Nair.
Not quite sure. Nair's weird.
It sometimes sends behind you. It sometimes sends on the side you're on the Ivysaur. Other times, meanwhile, the F smash reaching almost like a sword.
Uses his whole body like a battering ram, switching over to the Zard. The Risky Boy special. Getting that clean side, be a lot of damage.
I think he's just right back to Squirtle was trying to follow the Joker. There it is.
Oh, no.
And now he knows as soon as he sees. Never mind, he's going straight back to Ivysaur. Not really sure what he wants to be on right now.
Dashing around, really trying to keep a hitbox out. Doing a good job moving around, using his speed. When you're that fast, you get to choose when the engagements happen. You can run away when you want and approach when you want. You get to take the fight on your own terms.
Caden's not really entirely sure what can keep this Joker out. He's just moving around most of his hitbox. If it goes back to Squirtle, which is fast hitbox, he's just gonna die. So that Arsene's out, that means most everything is going to be killing. Back here, almost killing from center stage to prove my point.
Oh, back on the Squirtle. Gonna get a little bit. He'll probably switch off pretty soon because he wants to get a kill, and Squirtle is not the best at killing.
Better if we get a random up smash.
We'll see. That could definitely happen.
Right, there goes the ice. Looking for the back air. Once again, the F smash coming out. Not going to be enough to kill him just yet. However, now the Joker just has to try and recover against that giant cloud that is literally just it's larger than Ivysaur.
It's huge. It's huge. That's a big hitbox.
That thing got nerfed. It's still larger than Ivysaur.
It's
It is covered the entirety of Glitch. Now it only covers most. It's fine. Ivysaur is deciding to use his brain quite literally. And swapping a Charizard for a back air to kill off the other side of the stage. Anyways, coming back to him, he's even Joker coming out, knowing that the Joker is nowhere near Arsene. So there's absolutely no fear of just randomly dying.
Does need to get damage though quick. Look, I feel Joker is kind of a snowbally kind of character. He gets better as you get on into the match.
How Joker isn't actually that bad of a character without Arsene.
That killed it like 50. That was brutal.
It killed it like he was at 93 after the hit, but also he was right next to the blast zone.
Right next to. That is kind of the thing. It doesn't matter how weak you are. If you're right next to the blast zone, most moves will kill at pretty much any percent. That is kind of the trade-off that you get. Concordia now up 4-3. We'll have Sagnol will get to throw in their last person to try to take out one stock off of this Joker and then take out the final person. Definitely an extremely close match here. About as close as it can be.
Most likely we're seeing John coming in.
That is probably accurate.
Being the only true anchor we actually have on the team now that I stop and think about it. Somehow.
Possibly. Might probably be. We'll see the bands coming in. Yoshi's Town and City and Final Destination with Smashville being the stage.
Wait, maybe.
Maybe small not. Oh, Small Battlefield looks like it'll be maybe a little bit better for the Bowser or Cloud. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I can't stop. As soon as I hear anything like that, I immediately try to be villager. It's bad. What?
I'll start the Animal Crossing speech.
I haven't played Animal Crossing.
It's just English. They're just doing it faster. Unironically.
Really? Huh.
Erica can have an entire conversation in Animal Crossing with you.
Huh.
So I can't understand anything she's saying unless you played Animal Crossing.
That's crazy to me. Huh.
It's just fast. You can slow it down. They sound normal.
Really?
At least I'm pretty sure.
Wild. I remember playing Animal Crossing as a child and saying, "Oh wow, cool fish! You can fish." And then I got it like a couple of years ago. And I was like, "This is lame. It's not Minecraft."
No, it is indeed the Cloud.
I don't know. You see, the Cloud from Sad Boy got to take out.
Let's see if he
is this against the rules? He did change skins. The Joker changed skins. Is that against the rules?
Same Joker.
Same Joker.
Unless it's not. Anyways. Morgana coming out saying looking cool Joker. I think that was the time. Already, within the first 5 seconds. Up the out of shield. We're proud of you, John.
Good man.
Another one coming out.
See some damage again. Cloud is
why is Arsene already here? No, wait, he got hit. He's at 42. Why is Arsene here? He SP'd twice, never mind.
That'll take it. Although the more he gets hit, the faster he can lose his Arsene.
He does. It goes from 30 seconds to probably about 20.
Oh, probably down to about 50 seconds left on that. Although he got a bit of a charge up thing of his own. Cloud has this meter which fills up and will make one of his special moves really strong. He pretty much has the same mechanics as Joker, and that will probably be it. The limit boss start 3-3. Sad Boy tying it up.
That is, this was the school that had a Cloud. It was the other one.
Sounds about right to me. Sounds about right to me. We'll see what happens here.
We might be
will-
seeing the monkey once again. They might have saved him.
Did they save the monkey? I feel like that was Sephiroth.
It's like, if it wasn't, it's like, you just gotta charge the monkey up in between games.
Maybe.
You gotta throw the DK on the charger real quick.
Gabe plays Sephiroth and monkey.
That he does, but
Maybe they go together.
He also plays Mario. And
Will we see a Mario?
are you suggesting they have Gabe?
No. Surely. No one can be Gabe.
They just kidnapped him for a bit.
Gabe actually is taking a class at Concordia University. Is now playing for the esports.
Obviously.
We'll see the bans coming through Battlefield Kalos, Yoshi's story.
Banning the other Oh yeah, no, he's playing Cloud. Wait, he's playing Cloud.
He's playing Cloud.
Why do you ban Battlefield?
John?
He might know this. He might be a DK thing,
It could be.
I don't.
I can understand.
I don't even know if it's a better stage for DK compared to Cloud, but
Good question. Can Cloud Uppy reach onto the triplat?
Yeah.
Well, then I would say triplats are pretty useful.
he does indeed get up there. Not on Yoshi's.
Although, does he drag up his opponent? Like, if
Yes.
he up, he's out of shield. Okay.
They will get hit off the top platform instead of the bottom.
I mean, that's not that bad.
We're gonna have to just have a long conversation about
We're gonna have
bans.
to
How
talk
does that
to John.
sound?
We're gonna have to talk to John. I know he almost always bans Cal.
Callus
we'll
is
see.
just gone. He doesn't kill. He can't kill off the top. Side B barely kills. Platforms make it hard for him to do his edge guarding. Callus is just not his stage.
It's not his stage.
It's gone almost every time. He left it unbanned against me once in tournament.
Concordia taking their time trying to find the stage. Maybe they don't play against Cloud again. This is a matchup-y kind of game. You got to know what to do. And if you don't play against Cloud, you might not know his stages. Probably going to take a second. What? Who?
I don't think the C would make an S sound. It's because it's not an E, right? Or is it just vowels? I don't remember.
Oh.
English is a language.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going on a rant. All right. So the letter C. All right, hear me out. Letter C sometimes goes k and sometimes goes s. But we already have S and K. So why do we need C? Going into this match, we do have the great Donkey Kong. Look at that. That is a delightful skin. I think it's a good skin.
Take him to FD.
I have no clue. But
It's stage picks all around. Meanwhile, we'll be seeing the DK looking for his normal grab count, but both these characters having hit each other about the same amount of times.
Already got the limit up. This could be an early stock if he finds something going for the blade beam, not quite finding it. Bringing out the air dodge.
That'd be a very good reaction to that blade beam. And now it's going to be sort of a Cloud using a cheater move up at most of the sword.
If you check, oh my gosh, the giant punch almost finding it there. Unlike Mewtwo, a lot of Donkey Kong's arm moves actually have armor, especially most notably his F tilt.
They had to make it for the fact as high as it could for some reason.
Yeah, for fun. Both these characters at kill percent. Cloud definitely not short on kill moves. He definitely can find something. Donkey Kong even more so. Although got the limit. It might be able to get the cross slash. He's going to try to find it. Does catch the jump, finds it. That'll be the first stop. Saginaw Valley.
Now the one issue that Monkey's going to have this matchup, as he does in most matchups, is just getting down. That's a very large up air and a pretty large up tilt. Beating out most of the things Monkey likes to cover. Monkey up
He
tilt.
survives two of them.
Apparently he has the DI of the gods.
Sad Boy is absolutely on it tonight. Almost living that as well. Getting 30 damage on the ball.
Being the wrong way out of shield, but however, they also grab the wrong way. You got to make up for each other,
Trying to find some back airs to start a combo here, though. Honestly, wiping back air doesn't really start a combo with 0 for Monkey. So, I mean, it's kind of useful to scare people. The blade beam, force out the up B there.
I think it forces the tech change.
Probably yeah.
Helping out the back here with the giant punch. But
It's
however, now the Cloud has a limit, but it is off stage. So never mind. He saves the jump. Grab him.
He's gonna find this cross. He's gonna find it. Does get the cross slash. Might not kill. Yep. Running up some more limit. Waiting as he has time as long as he get back to stage.
He doesn't even need to approach. He knows what he got to do. He's got a large sword. Monkey's gotta come to him.
He's gotta come to him, and going for the up out of shield. Monkey with the clean.
Also up the out of shield.
There, the sends back to stage though. Both these once again at kill percent, almost finding the upper. Looks like he was DIing properly for a second. Maybe the giant punch there, getting the clean 30 damage. Oh, we could have done that. That definitely a little bit of damage. Donkey Kong not. He's got to get this kill before he takes too much damage. backing off, letting the Donkey Kong get to stage. He's got to do a little bit better job keeping the monkey at ledge. Oh, the beat not quite finding the kill. Although lots of damage. A back air or up air will definitely kill this point. Oh no,
I think that's
not that.
making it back to this.
Oh, he probably had to go for the air dodge, and that'll be game 2 for Concordia. Very close match there. Sad boy doing a good job in that matchup, but Donkey Kong just again steals stocks.
It doesn't, especially against characters that can't really recover.
That'll be the match for Concordia. They will take that there. Saginaw Valley going 2-0 or 0-2 for the night. B team not quite winning. That good match from everybody. Very much so. We saw some very interesting stuff. It's always interesting, and I'd say always fun to watch a Donkey Kong play the game. I think watching a heavy play is one of the more enjoyable things. Watching a big character move around.
But it's like optimal Ridley, because then that's just sitting at ledge.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
but also it's Ridley, so we still root for it half the time.
Pretty much. You always root for the underdog. But either way, thank you very much for coming down to the Student Life Center or watching on stream. We very much appreciate you. Thank you to anybody from Concordia who watched the stream. Thank you. Lovely to have you guys here. Thank you for the match.
We will be back on a Tuesday with Valorant, Wednesday with Overwatch, and then Friday we will have Overwatch and Rock League. And then Friday we will have League of Legends, also lining up with our school's Kids and Sibs weekend. So feel free to bring your siblings to come and watch college students play video games.
There you go. Thank you very much, everybody. Hope you all have a very good night. Go Cards. That'll be it.